Sunday morning inspiration show with the one and only Lady J early in the morning on WSCT Worldwide Radio. That was Miss Christina Brown. Who I am and live on without purpose. Live without purpose. Oh, she's such an awesome poet. But I also have one live in the studios with me, and she's going to introduce herself too. Yeah, go ahead. You're on.
Hi, my name is Marjorie Robinson. I go by Lyrical Empress. I've been doing poetry for as far back as I can remember.
Yeah.
I just moved here from Ohio about 7 or 8 months ago.
What part?
I was from Dayton, but I was living in Columbus when I left.
I used to live in Columbus. My mama lived in Columbus.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I went to Ohio State.
wow. Really?
See, look at just so all the love in the room. Everybody
Yeah.
just all family and everything. I just love it.
I knew I liked you.
All right, so I know you're gonna do me some poetry this morning, but I met Marjorie several weeks ago at an open mic night, and she was just as sweet as she can be, and she did an awesome job. And
Where'd you go to open mic at?
It was a
Legends
Legend
Cafe.
Cafe.
Oh, okay.
Legends Cafe on Friday.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was nice and very
They got food.
cozy.
They
Yeah,
do have food.
food.
They have
Yeah.
they have a little kitchen in there.
Yeah.
You know, they got chicken and everything else that you want to get. You know,
They got
the-
fried chicken.
Yeah, and they have a
Yeah.
pool table, you know, and stuff. I've been
Yeah.
trying to get my husband there, but we've been so busy. But
They
we gonna
serve-
get back.
They serve drinks.
Yes,
Yeah,
they do.
do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. And everybody that comes through there, like 99% of them are actual artists. They're
Yeah.
not like people that's going for like, you know, karaoke and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. So they people writing their own music.
That's why I did not
producing,
fit in. I'm
all
not an
that.
artist. I do sing, but I ain't an artist.
I asked because I abandoned my alcohol, but I drink wine. Like I have this new like wine thing going
Yeah.
on now. So I was
So he drinks it in moderations, everybody. Okay, he don't
yeah.
get drunk.
The
All
last
right.
time I had wine was like 2 weeks ago. See?
Moderation.
Moderation.
Yeah. So Marjorie, what you gonna do for us this morning?
The poem I'm gonna do for you, I think the first one I'll do is called Branding.
Okay.
Hey, so I figured since it's Sunday morning, I do some spiritual poetry.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
can get a chance to always hear that, so we get scared away.
Yeah.
So this one is called Branding. See, I'm finding that a name is irrelevant, aside from the necessary desire to trace in a specific moment in time when one like me inadvertently wants to be found. So I set out to move myself around moons, appearing to be in my own independent state, where no one can attempt to guide or misjudge me, and I won't be left to feel the taint from another unsaving, unethical being. See, I desire to be great things. Can't continue to be pinned down and left lagging because I fell through the last man's hype bragging. I may as well be sagging my identity and career. Because when you progress to digress my situation, I am no more. At least you desire me to be. Can't keep running circles inside of your pool. I'll keep myself dry and refrain from the fool I'm portrayed as. And as I wear this brand on my back, which entitles me to be just that, I dig deep into my skin, deep into my wound to scratch out my societal tattoos. I can't bear the 666 on incident, whether intentional or on accident, in truth or in vain. I refrain from being anything associated with the dreadful sorority. See, I free myself as I carve out the brand scribed in my back. No painkillers, no drugs, all while completely sober with right mind intact, so that the next time my mind decides to rewind and replay this scenario, that which has happened, I will more forwardly remember the self-inflicted torment that I had to put myself through to simply regain what I gave so easily when my mind was everything but sane. See, there is no relevance in a name, even as the world tries to trace me, because the brand upon my back is all the devil needs to see.
All right. See, I told you guys she was awesome. Yes. So what brought you into poetry? It was just something that you always.
Like when I was little, like by like 7 or 8, I started writing stories, and then I could turn into like as I got a little older, turn into rap when that got popular, and then I kind of like weaved over into music. And it wasn't until I was like 16 that I realized I had a whole book of poems.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, I'm a poet. Like now I actually know what I am. Like I didn't
Right,
know. Like I just
right.
was writing. Like, I was going through a lot of issues with family and friends and life, and like, that was the only way I could outlet, because like I was real shy. So like going to people and saying, hey, this is how I feel, was like, that was not gonna happen.
So you use that in poetry. So would you like do a poem for that individual that you were upset with?
Sometimes I would leave little notes around like this, and people would get mad because, you know, like I had exes that would get mad, like, don't write about me, don't write about me. I'm like, well, you know, I'm gonna write about you to quit
You're the one that got, you know, kind of made me upset. So okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and it got to the point where like I would leave little stuff, like my mom, she would leave little poems around for me, and I'd be like, you write poetry? Like, you know, I couldn't even really respond to her. I was just like, you write poetry? Like,
but does she write poetry?
I had never other than what she's written to me.
Oh, okay.
I never really thought that she had that, like, you know, poetic thing going on. But it's pretty cool because like right now we're working on branding everything so that I can make it to where it's not just me and poetry. Like my older brother, he does photography.
Okay.
He's in Kansas, so we're trying to build that together. We're working on the website right now. It's going to be bornpoetic.com.
Oh, wow.
And then my younger brother, he actually produces music.
Okay.
So a lot of the tracks that you're going to find on the album I'm putting out are going to be from him.
Wonderful.
So like we're trying to keep it all in the family and mix it up as much as possible.
That's wonderful. Okay, let me do. I'm still learning how to, you know, navigate myself through this, you know, because I'll do it wrong like this. Like, what's that about? But oh, that's an accident. That wasn't supposed to be. But that's so great. I love it when family come together and work together and just, you know, become, you know, support team that you're gonna need, because everyone doesn't have that. So what would you say to people like young kids? I know my daughter writes, and her and my niece are actually writing a book, and they're working on getting it published. So I'll have them in a couple of weeks talking about their book. But just to, you know, young people that don't know or not getting that encouragement to moving forward, because as a parent, like, no, you're not gonna be a poet. You're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna be an astronaut. You're gonna be a lawyer. You're not gonna do that. You know, what would you say to those kids that are listening?
I mean, when you feel like you have that gift, follow it. Because like growing up, when I first got out of school, I was intending to go straight into the poetry. Like I already had everything together. Like that's what I wanted to do. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, you need a backup plan. Oh, you have to do this, or you're going to be this. I remember you're going to be a teacher." And and it's like, okay, so I go to school, you know, and I finish school, and then I go back to school for something else, and I finish that, and it's like I'm going around all these different things, and poetry is still sitting heavy on my heart. So now I'm sitting here, and I'm 28, and I'm like, you know, all I can say is follow your heart. Can nobody tell you, because when you get, no matter what happens, that's still gonna sit in your heart. Like you can't fight it. So I mean, you be happy or you be unhappy. You know, you can do something and make a whole lot of money and not be happy, or you can push hard to try to make money doing what you want to do. Right. And that's what I'm working on right now.
And same here. I was told to be a teacher, and you know, oh yeah, you know, you got a daughter.
You would have been a good teacher.
No,
you would have.
No teacher.
little itty bitty kids.
No, and they look the same age as me. That's the issue I had when I subbed. This is a true story. I was subbing at a high school, and I got put in trouble because they said, "You're cutting line." I was like, "No, I'm the sub." They was like, "No, you're not." They walked me to the principal's office to go talk to the principal, because the day I came in, it was like just really chaotic. I didn't get a badge. I was just sent, go to this classroom. I don't know where it is. But okay, I went to the classroom eventually. I made it there. And the principal, when the guy took me back to the principal's office, she was like, "No, she's a sub." He was like, "I'm so sorry." I mean, he apologized the whole way. I just need to get something to eat, because I got to go find these 18 kids that y'all got there I look like, because obviously I'm in trouble because I look like the kids I'm supposed to be teaching. So, yeah. And I have a bachelor's degree in HR, and I'm on a radio station. I mean, think about it. It just don't logically makes any sense. But God knows where to put us. He knows how to give us the background we need to get us where we need to go. But like you said, follow your heart. Do the things in which makes you happy. And family, just encourage them to go forth in their dream and just help them. Because the more help and support you have, the better and the easier it's going to be. So we're going to get back into some music. You've been listening to WSCT Worldwide Radio with the Sunday Morning Inspiration Show with the one and only Lady J, in the studios with Miss Marjorie. Whoop, whoop. Okay, wait, where my applause at? There it is. All right, make sure I didn't hit the wrong button. But we'll be right back.
Where my Eden